Today is a very special episode because the channel reached 1,000 subscribers, so I want to say thank you for everybody who watches, likes, comments, and endures my very bad jokes. Today we're gonna make a very delicious Adana Kebab outside of the Kuzina, so let's make it.
We start with some hand modeling and one whole sweet pepper. Cut it in half. Remove whatever these white things are called and all the seeds. Cut it into long strips and proceed to chop it into very thin cubes. Leave it in the fridge until the meat is ready and drain it from all the water it releases. The kebab is going to be half lamb and half beef. We need 500 grams or roughly 1 pound of lamb. You need a very fatty cut of lamb. Don't get an animal that was on a keto diet. We're going to need all that fat to bind our kebab together and of course make it very juicy. For the beef we also need 500 grams or 1 pound, but for this one we want a lean cut. Traditionally, Adana Kebab is not made with minced meat, but rather with hashed meat, which means you need to chop the meat yourself into thin slices and then keep chopping until it breaks down. It's a great workout, especially for those who love drumming. And the result is a nicely mashed meat. Now, if you don't want to feel like a psycho chopping meat in their backyard, just ask your butcher to run the meat through the machine, but only once. The other option is to go to a Turkish butcher and just get pre-mixed minced beef and lamb. In any case, you need to mix the meat very well. Then add the pepper. Two teaspoons of salt. And you will need 1 tablespoon of Pul Bibber, which is a crushed red peppers. In an Adana Kebab, you use the sweet version of it. So if you can't find Pul Bibber, just get some dried red peppers, run them in a blender, or use a mortar and a pestle, and that's it. Now mix everything like you're kneading bread. Cover and leave in the fridge overnight or at least for 3 hours. Before you cook your meat, make sure it gets to room temperature so that it's easy to shape, and make sure your hands are wet. Take a big handful of meat, press it to form a ball, and then run it to the center of the skewer and slowly spread it. If you can't find authentic Adana skewers, you can use flat wooden skewers instead. Press the meat from both ends and gently make dents in the meat to flatten it, making for the authentic shape of Adana kebabs. Knock this out of the park and use charcoal, because you can't beat drops of fat falling on the coal and coming back in the form of flavorful smoke. There is no oven or pan that can compete with that. On the side, chop half of a red onion into long wedges. And roughly chop a nice bunch of parsley. Mix the onion and parsley, and then add a very generous pinch of sumac, some salt, a generous drizzle of extra virgin olive oil, and just mix it with your hands. This salad is not about measurement, it's about feeling. Flip your kebabs. And once you see some of that fat starts escaping, take each skewer, wrap it in a piece of lavash, and let it soak up all the juices, then return it to finish cooking. On the side, or after the meat is ready, just grill some tomatoes and long sweet Turkish peppers. They are normally ready in 2 or 3 minutes. Put our juices soaked piece of lavash at the bottom. Then use our salad as a fluffy bed for 1 or 2 kebabs, depends on how hungry you are. Serve with the grilled vegetables and some salad, and enjoy.
Thank you again for watching. This was a fun video to make, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. If you have any questions, leave them in the comment section. I know we have 1,000 subscribers, but I still read and respond to almost all the comments. Yeah, if you have any suggestions, please leave them also in the comment section. Otherwise, feel free to like and share as usual, and I'll see you in another video. Take care.